Kim, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What do you got there?
It's a sucker.
A sucker? Why do you have a sucker?
Because it tastes good. It's candy. It's grape. You want to taste?
I do not want that to go in my mouth,
Sorry.
Kim.
Yeah. Now you know what my sucker tastes like. It's really good, huh?
Grape, right? It smells like grape. I could smell it on your breath, you know,
Yeah,
as
it's
you
good.
breathe out. So, what did you bring a bag for, Kim? What are you doing? I'm trying to put stuff out.
I know that you're putting out candy. And I brought my bag. I am
Okay.
so good, literally, at creating flavors, like putting the right flavors of candy together to be raw awesome.
So
good.
your one and only skill in life,
It's not my one and only, but it is something I'm really good at.
debatable. So,
Hey.
your skill in life is taking already wrapped and flavored bags of
Yes, look at
candy
this.
and putting them together
Yes. Ooh,
and
look
calling
at
that your own creation.
Yes, it's my own creation.
I'm just wanting to
And
make sure I'm understanding
These
this right.
flavors are good. It's a custom creation by
Okay.
Kim.
So, custom creation of pre-packaged candy.
Yes, by Kim.
Okay. I'm glad I got that under control.
Mm-hmm.
What are the two best flavors then?
Well, in this bag, this specific bag, it would be Skittles
Okay.
and the Heath Bar. I love Heath Bars.
Skittles and Heath Bar? What even
So
is
good
a
together.
Heath Bar? I don't even know.
Has toffee in it.
Oh, I don't like toffee. Do you guys like toffee?
Everybody likes toffee.
Okay,
Why do you have all
that
this
is
candy
not
out?
what I
mean,
all
what
right.
are you doing?
So, I was not planning on you bringing a bag of candy and trying to create your own custom creations of candy.
Well.
So, I got all of this candy out because I had something else I wanted us to do.
Okay, what
Okay.
is it that you want us
Well, what
to
month
do?
is
What are we
it?
going to do?
What month is it?
October.
It is October. And what happens in October?
Lots of things.
I know! Like
it's a
we
fun
have
month.
fall starts.
Yes.
Fall break. Well,
Yes.
fall started in September, but I love fall.
I'm actually surprised today you don't have your scarf on and boots on.
But
I
it's
thought
too
for
hot
sure.
still.
Yeah.
So it finally starts to cool off.
Yes.
And
Halloween.
Halloween
Yep.
happens.
Yes.
So, anyways, we have all this candy because it's Halloween this
Okay.
month, and candy is involved in everything. And
Candy's
I know
yummy.
you have a huge sweet tooth. You love candy, right? I know. So, as you suck on your sucker. So, you love candy. So, we are going to make a self-portrait.
A self-portrait?
Yep.
You mean a picture of ourselves?
Yes.
How are we going to do that? Are we going to use markers?
Nope, not markers.
Crayons?
Nope.
Paint?
No. Ooh, but that's a great idea.
What are we going to use then?
Candy!
This?
Yes.
We're going to use candy?
Like, okay, because you don't have blue eyes.
No, I don't have
So
blue
you
eyes.
have green eyes, so this can be your green eye.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I
like
see.
a green Skittle for your green eye. And you have like,
And we could take this green one
Colored
and it could
hair.
be a booger for you.
it could be a booger. So that's what we're gonna do, okay?
All right.
All right, so we're gonna film this of us doing this, all right? And when we say go,
Okay.
we're gonna start filming.
Our custom creation
custom
made out of candy.
Creation. Are you guys ready to watch? Here we go.
Mine's
all right,
going to
ready?
be better than Daniel's.
I don't know about that. Ready?
Yeah. All right.
Set, go.
Okay.
Get my eyes.
Wait, my eye.
Oh, wait. What color are my eyes? What color are my eyes? They're like
They're
hazel,
green.
right?
They're
Okay.
hazel. You can put green and yellow together.
No, but they're like, it's like a green and brown. So we're gonna do this. Oh, yes, that's a great idea. I need another bowl. So we gotta unwrap this. Here we go. Okay.
You need another Rolo?
Yeah, because like, so then there's the caramel in there, and that's gonna like look like, you know, some of the yellow that is kind of in my eyes. All right, now I gotta get a nose. Let's just do. There we go. Let's do that
It's
for a
sticking
nose.
to my fingers.
Okay, now
Where's
how
a
am I
Rolo?
gonna?
I need a Rolo.
How am I gonna do this? There we go. Gotta add some yellow for some highlights. Look, M&M's.
Yeah. Oh, I love M&M's. I'm done.
I'm not. I'm trying to get my hair still. All right, let me keep going. Let me keep going. Hold on. I'm gonna get there. I can't get like the little,
Wow.
the waft of hair. I'm trying
Kind
to
of
show
looks
that.
like a blob of
I
something.
know. I'm
don't
trying
know.
to show. I haven't even gotten my mouth. How should I make? Here, my grill. No, I don't want that. I'm gonna do Hershey's Kisses for my grill
Yes.
because I love Hershey. Green booger.
You got a green booger?
Green booger.
I did not do that.
There we go.
All
All right. So let's show them how
Okay.
it looks. Okay, flip it around so that they can
This
see
is
it.
mine.
There you go.
I have green eyes. I put my red lipstick on today, my brown hair, and I got a little orange bow.
Okay, so why is this? This is mine. So I got my green eyes and brown, like, because I have some hazel in my eyes. And then I have a nose with a booger, because Kim said I need to add one of those. Do I have a booger?
No, you don't.
Okay,
I would've
good. I
told
just
you.
wanted to make sure. There's my smile. And then I tried to do like hair with like some highlights, you know, but I can't do that.
So that's
skill,
what the
so-
yellow is?
But that's my, it
The
is.
highlights?
It
Okay.
is. Highlights and lowlights, people.
How much do you pay for your highlights?
They're natural.
Oh, okay.
Sun bleached. All free. Solar powered.
That was fun.
Well, okay, so now we did our custom creation.
Creations, yes.
And the good news for all of us is we've all been created,
Without a doubt.
you know, and we all
I was
are
created.
customized. You are different than me, thank the Lord.
Yes, you're different than me, thank the Lord.
Yeah, and so like legit, we're thanking Jesus.
You're not
both
as
of us.
creative as I am.
That we'll go with that.
Okay.
So we all were created.
We're
and
not
so
the same.
we're
We're
not the
all
same.
different.
So
God
we're going to talk
created us each
today
uniquely.
about our Creator.
Today, we'll look at the very first chapter in the Bible, Genesis. In Genesis, we read about how God created the world. In the beginning, God took nothing and made everything. From darkness called out light. God poured out waters and stretched the sky far overhead like an unpainted canvas. He shaped dry land and canyons and great mountain ranges, and then decked them out with trees and vines and plants of every kind. God spun the moon and sun and stars and planets out into space, and then he filled the ocean with fish and the sky with birds. God thought up an amazing variety of animals that crawl and hop and race over the earth. This was incredible, unbelievable, the most artistic show ever. God made complex atoms and cells smaller than the eye can see, all the way up to vast spaces stretching across the universe further than we could ever imagine. And yet, all of this was just a warm-up to God's most spectacular creation. People. People, it's true. We are made of the same atoms and cells and elements as rocks and plants and animals, but unlike everything else in God's creation, we are made in God's image. It says this in Genesis 1:26 through 27. Then God said, "Let us make human beings so that they are like us. Let them rule over the fish in the seas and the birds in the sky. Let them rule over the livestock and all the wild animals. And let them rule over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created human beings in his own likeness. He created them to be like himself. He created them as male and female. Did you hear that? God decided to make people like him. We are made in God's image. You were made in God's image. That makes us special and different from everything else that God created. Now, it doesn't mean that we look exactly like God. It doesn't mean that God shares your eye color or your freckles or even your quirky smile. But it does mean that you were designed for God to shine through you. You were made to show the world God's love, God's grace and mercy, God's joy, God's peace. And when you are kind to others, you shine God's kindness. When you make wise choices, you reflect God's wisdom. You and every person you'll ever meet are of infinite value because you are made in the image of God. And here's what's even more amazing. God didn't design us to turn into a bunch of robots who look and act the same when we follow him. No, instead, the more time you spend with God, asking him to transform your thoughts and words and choices, the more you become uniquely you. You show how good God is just by being you. God made you who you are on purpose. God wants each of you to show his love to the world in a unique way. Since God made each of us different, we all show the world who God is in different ways. You don't have to try to be someone you're not. as you discover how God made you and what skills and abilities God gave you, you'll start to see how God can use your individuality to make a difference in the world around you. God made you who you are for an important reason. God wants you to show the world who He is. And God made you to do that in a very unique way. It's amazing to think that as we discover the individuality God has given each of us, we can use those abilities to show the world who God is. We can show the world God's kindness and faithfulness, God's goodness, and God's love. The more time you spend with God, the more you find out the unique and special ways you can show the world who He is. And as you follow Jesus and show His love to others, you'll be able to do things that God has designed for you and no one else. So, the next time you look in the mirror, remember, you're looking at the image of God. There's no one else in the world who can reflect God just the way you do. And that's why our big idea is you were made in God's image.